The final teasers for Fortnite Override have officially arrived, so in today's YouTube video, we'll be looking at all of them together, such as this Battle Pass image you're already seeing on screen, brand new loading screens you'll be able to get in the Battle Pass itself, and even the Shadow Cup where you'll be able to earn the Shadow the Hedgehog cosmetics before they hit the item shop potentially. It's a weird situation we'll talk about in today's video. We also have a glimpse of the Sonic and Shadow the Hedgehog built-in transformation emotes to go Super Shadow and Super Sonic, and even information on the Eggman and Knuckles cosmetics releasing in the shop as well. So let's start off today's YouTube video by talking about loading screens. This is a pretty simplistic one, but we have three to show you in this video. The first one you're already seeing on screen is actually for the Phantom skin of the Battle Pass, one of which some people have said it reminds them of like Helldivers. Others have mentioned it reminds them of like Call of Duty in a way, but it does have a little bit of like the Fortnite Black Knight built into it as well. But it's one of the brand new loading screens you'll be able to get once you get to Phantom's Battle Pass page, so it's pretty cool to look at. And the images of our course in 4K as well, which is just pretty nice overall, you know, get that HD view instead of sometimes when they look a little bit stretched. The second one we have right here is of Grace Crown, which is a little bit of like a Splinter Cell mixed with Metal Gear crossover outfit type of thing. People were saying that this was like a female Solid Snake type of skin, but other people, once we actually saw this where it has kind of like the night vision goggles, got Splinter Cell vibes, and it really makes me want to see Splinter Cell in Fortnite. I just gotta admit that right here. But this is the second loading screen that has officially been solved and available in 4K. And then now on screen, with probably a little bit more of a scuff transition, is going to be the third loading screen. This one is currently unfinished as the time of recording this YouTube video. However, it's time gated, so I'll be able to fully see it at around like 5:20 p.m. Eastern time once this video goes live. And for you guys, you didn't have to wait at all. I just wanted to go ahead and record this a little bit ahead of time. But this is the third loading screen, and I assume based on the little glimpses we've seen so far, it's of the Kitty Wins skin in the Battle Pass. Now, I could be completely wrong there, but it is one of the new skins that we've noticed and seen, and it appears that she's one of the main focuses. Some things other people have mentioned beforehand is that there's like, you know, mentions of hope and singularity in that loading screen, so if that's there as well, feel free to speculate it on the comments down below, but I think it looks pretty cool, assuming you guys are able to see it, and it does look cool, right? With that said, however, it's now time to go ahead and talk about the Shadow the Hedgehog Cup, because there's quite a bit of confusing bits and pieces of information about it, and before we even talk about the cup, I think it's only right to go ahead and talk about what Epic Games sent to content creators a little bit early in terms of the cosmetic release date, because that also mentions, you know, Knuckles and Eggman. So let me go ahead and pull that up on my other monitor. It says right here that on August 20th, once downtime actually ends, content creators in the early cosmetic program, or people like me who, you know, just managed to spawn cosmetics in so they can show it off to you guys, will be able to get 3 different cosmetics they'll be releasing in the item shop. Now, of course, it doesn't include Sonic the Hedgehog because he's a Battle Pass cosmetic, which he is the tier 1 reward, so if you buy the Battle Pass or get it from Fortnite Crew, you instantly get Sonic the Hedgehog, but they'll be able to get Shadow, Knuckles in their own bundle, which will include 2 outfits, 2 backblings, 2 pickaxes, 2 kicks, 1 emote, which appears to be that built-in emote for Shadow, and even 2 instruments, which is a pair of guitars and drums. You'll also be able to get 1 wrap from that giant bundle. So it appears that Knuckles won't have any like Super Knuckles transformation or anything like that, and I'm not even for sure if Knuckles has like a super transformation or anything like that. I could be wrong. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below, but it appears that only Shadow is going to be having that type of transformation thing built into it. Now, it is cool to see that that is a bundle you'll be able to pick up, and it includes kicks and instruments, so it makes me wonder what the pricing is going to be, because it is a pretty hefty bundle. But there's also the Dr. Eggman bundle, including 1 outfit, 1 backbling, 1 pickaxe, 1 emote, and 1 instrument skin, which is a keytar. It mentions that those will be releasing August 20th at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it also mentions that Sonic and Tails are available in the Chapter 7 Season 4 Battle Pass, with Tails being a glider slash sidekick, so that is one thing to kind of keep in mind. We aren't getting like a fully blown Tails skin. In terms of the built-in transformation emote for Sonic and Shadow, you can see the video on the right side of the screen right now. Looks pretty cool. It's very nice to see these variants. I hope we're able to also just select the variant if we don't want to go through the built-in transformation emote. You know, if I want to just be like Super Sonic, I could just have Super Sonic on. That'd be a really nice thing to actually see. But here's where everything gets a little bit more confusing, and it goes back to the Shadow of the Hedgehog Cup. The Shadow of the Hedgehog Cup is going to be taking place August 21st, which is a day after everything's supposed to have already released in the item shop, and the official official description states, the Cup of the Ultimate Life Form. Race into action with Shadow and prove you have what it takes to dominate the competition. Top competitors in your specific cup, which is either Battle Royale Zero Build or the Mobile Cup for Android and iOS players, will earn access to the exclusive Shadow cosmetic rewards before they hit the item shop. Chaos control your way to victory, good luck and have fun. As you can probably tell, that's where the confusion is. They mentioned that you'll be able to earn the rewards before it releases in the item shop, but in the email they sent to content creators, they said that these items, you know, the rewards and everything else, would already be in the shop before this cup even takes place. So it's a little bit of like they say one thing, but then another thing they say a different thing. It's a little confusing, but at least, you know, either tomorrow night or the night after it, we'll be getting the Shadow and or I guess Shadow and Knuckles and Eggman cosmetics in the Fortnite item shop. And now, even though it mentions they'll be able to get the exclusive Shadow cosmetic rewards before they hit the shop, it's not everything. So beating the, or I guess winning the cup, you know, being like the top 1,000 in the EU or whatever else, isn't actually going to give you like the instrument skins, the kicks, or anything like that. It's just going to give you the outfit, the transformation emote, and back bling, and 2 sprays as well. So don't expect to get like the whole entire mega bundle from this. But in terms of the cosmetic names, the skin is of course Shadow the Hedgehog, the emote is Super Shadow Transformation, the back bling is Doom's Eye, the sprays, we have 2 of them, one of which being Sonic's Roll and the other one being Shadow's Power, and these are all going to be added and visually seeable once the actual update comes out tomorrow. Now in terms of the spray rewards, it's going to be different depending on if you're on mobile or if you're on PC or console. So if you're on mobile, the first spray is only going to require 5 points and the second spray is going to require 20 points. I assume, and this just the theory, that the Sonic Roll spray is going to be the 5-point reward and then the 20-point spray is going to be the Shadow one, since it would make sense to have the Shadow Cup having the Shadow spray as one of those chase rewards for everyone to go ahead and obtain. But it could be the either way, right? You know, it could be switched around. Now if you're on PC, it is going to be a little bit harder. This also includes console as well. So PC and console players, it's going to be 8 points for that first spray, and then it's going to be 40 points for the second spray, which is basically double what mobile has to do. Now of course the pricing for the skins themselves is going to be a little bit different. You know, it's going to depend on your region. Like I already mentioned, for EU and the Battle Royale Cup, it's the top 1,000. However, in like mobile cups, in some regions, it's only going to be like the top 40. For the Battle Royale Cup as well, for I think Asia, it's top 100, and NA West, it's top 200. So there are a few different things here and there that, you know, could make it easier or harder to go ahead and get that actual cup reward, you know, the chase bundle or whatever else. But if you do end up getting all that, you'll be getting a nice discount on everything. And of course, the sprays won't be in the bundle at all, so they're like a little bit of like Sonic exclusive things to get for just participating in the cup itself. This cup is also going to be a solos cup, so you won't have to find another person to queue in for it or anything like that, but I definitely think it's a little interesting seeing the confusion going on here of them being like, hey guys, these rewards are only available from this cup before they hit the item shop, and then another thing's like, hey, actually, you know, these rewards are just kind of there, you know, it's not going to be there before the cup or anything, it's just going to be in the shop once downtime ends or whatever. So a little bit of like Epic contradicting themselves, but time will tell what actually ends up happening there. Now, of course, once the downtime actually starts tomorrow, I'll be showcasing all of the brand new cosmetics, so the entire battle pass. You might even have a second upload of like every locker cosmetic and everything else, so stay tuned for all of that. But hopefully this video got you excited for everything going on. You know, there's going to be that launch week bonus, there's going to be the Tell's sidekick and cosmetics, the customizable Rixel skin with over 1 million combinations. Maybe you gotta do a video just talking about Rixel, right? You know, talking about all the customization you can do with that skin right there, but it is a jam-packed thing. And even if the entire battle pass isn't gaming Legends, despite how they tease certain things like Persona, I'm excited to see more gaming related stuff come to the game, and who knows, maybe we end up getting like Yakuza and Crazy Taxi in this update. I'm Puff and Copium, but with that said, hope champs and champions enjoyed today's video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the actual downtime update. Until then, however, peace out.